Not too much, Tony. How are you?
Doing great. All right, here we go. We're going to the ice tonight. Running out of the games on the ice as we're in the Eastern and Western Conference Finals here. Hurricanes and Panthers. Boy, this one is razor close here. Panthers a slight favorite here at minus 106. Total sits here at 5.5.
Yeah, it should be a good one tonight, Tony. Panthers are off to a 2-0 lead in the series with two overtime wins, on the road. And they're looking to take a commanding 3-0 lead here tonight. But the Hurricanes are definitely going to go ahead and try to stop them tonight with their exceptional defense. That's kind of Hurricanes as usual, right? It's one of those that they tend to create turnovers in those defensive zones. And it looks like Anderson has finally been confirmed here in goal. We weren't sure if Ranta was going to be in there tonight. But he's been doing pretty great. He's stopped 57 of 60 shots last game out here, 2.48 goals allowed average. And then the Panthers, they've struggled a little bit in this series offensively, right? So if we think about, last week I kind of came in, with an over game. Tonight I'm kind of doing the opposite here based on how these two teams have been, trending in this series offensively. The Panthers have only scored 5 goals in these first 2 games. And the defense for this Panthers team has been pretty exceptional here as well with Bobrovsky in the net. So he saved 100 out of 103 shots here so far, 3.07 goals allowed average. I think the goaltending has just been pretty outstanding. I don't expect anything different here today. Going under the total here in game 3 tonight, Tony.
All right, Minnie says it's going to be tight here, tight checking, defensive. How can you argue that, right? Florida's gone under in the past 2 series, right? Their games against Toronto all under, and again here against Carolina has been all under, and of course not allowing more than 2 goals a game here in that entire series against Toronto, and here in the first 2 games here against Florida, again allowed 2 and 1. So they've been on this streak where they're not giving up more than 2.
Right. And it's one of those you almost have to do a double take, right? The under is 7-0 in the last 7. And then also it's under 6-0 in the last year following a win as well. And then it's kind of been the same kind of scenario here with the Hurricanes team, 5-1 in their last 6. Between these two teams. So yeah, I mean, I don't think trends are going to be anything different. I know some folks, in the this morning were saying, "Hey, man, why don't we just take a look at maybe another overtime game? Maybe pick a prop that sort of way instead of just picking a winner here." Lots of overtime games here this postseason, which is a little bit off of the norm because normally overtime happens about every 7 games. Now suddenly we're getting it basically 6 out of 7 games. So it should be another good one here tonight. Can't wait.
Yep, looks like another close one here, as you can see in the line, right? I mean, this is razor thin, -1, -104. Of course, the total 5.5. So that 2-2 in regulation, hey, that catches the under. That's what you got to be kind of rooting for there in this situation. There, no doubt. Mindy here, Hurricanes, Panthers under 5.5. This one will have a start time here, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Tonight's game is over on TNT. All right, Mindy, let's take a look over at Tony'sPicks.com for right now's action here. We see good results with the best bets, 847 units of profit. All right, we got a full game. We got actually 12 games on the board here for Major League Baseball. No day games in Major League Baseball, so we'll have some afternoon ones here starting at 6 Eastern time. Single from the NBA, single from NHL. I didn't even see if there's WNBA on the board. What do you have going over? No, not today, right? No, not today. All right, what do you have going over at Tony's Picks?
Well, of course, I've given out my 2 best picks here in the NHL on the morning show, and now this one. But you can go ahead and check me out for my guaranteed best bet. If I don't win, you get your money back in the NBA here tonight. It's my $15 complimentary discounted pick here. Not a discounted play, though, just discounted price to kind of introduce you, to our services here. And then also put up a guaranteed 5-pack in Major League Baseball today. Really liking the season here thus far. I feel like things are starting to click for me. We're getting ready to go here. And then also I put together a guaranteed best bet for the late game tonight. If you want to go ahead and just check that out. If you're just looking for a play, maybe your games are done for the night, you can go ahead and pick up this late one over here as well. But instead of picking up everything here a la carte, you can go ahead and catch me on a longer term pass, 3 day, 7 day, 30 day, and make sure you use the promo code Tony T at checkout to get the discount on that service there as well. And there it is, the code, a special here just for those of you that watch.
That's right. Get on board with Mindy Hahne over at TonySpeaks.com. That's right. There's 20% discount exclusive here to our YouTube audience. So get on board with Mindy over at TonySpeaks.com. We'll flash the records. Great best bet record right now from Mindy for 2023. All document over at TonySpeaks.com. Up on the board right now, we have a 5-pack here from Major League Baseball. And of course, her best bets from baseball and best bet here from the NBA. So get on board with that. As you can see, they are profit guarantee, meaning it must turn a profit on these individual packages, or the amount you purchase is credit back to your account for side credits. That is profit guarantee. Now, non-guaranteed are the longer term pass because they're still a greater discount. So instead of buying the plays individually, here on a Monday, we always talk about that 7-day pass, which is a great value there. You get all of Mindy's pre and plays for 7 days. That will include all her baseball for 7 days, as well as NBA and NHL here for the 7 days, as well as if she's in action in WNBA during that 7-day period. That's also part of that as well. So go ahead and get on board and use that promo code TonyT at checkout, and you'll be able to save 20% off. You can access Mindy's page by clicking the link you see there in the description. Click the All Cowboys tab, and you'll land right on Mindy's page. Go ahead and get signed up. Remember, that promo code is good on any of the packages for sale, so go ahead and get signed up. All right, Mindy, we also put together a Twitter account for you over at Tony Speaks Mindy. You control the key punches there. She's into control there, so you'll get a pick from Mindy there. Also, she'll let you know what she has going on in her services, any streaks and whatnot. Morning Steam also, a day off for Mindy tomorrow, but a lot of content still for today up on the board, so you can go back there and watch the replay of it. And of course, more content as well on the Discord.
That's right. You can check me out on Twitter at Tony's Picks Mindy, where I'll have another pick today in Major League Baseball. So make sure you go ahead and check that one out. And then also, we may be having some softball and baseball coming up here this weekend as well. As long as we have lines, we're ready to play. We're just kind of hanging out, seeing how everyone's doing. There was lots of action over the weekend. Had a good time with that. Ramon's team made it into the Super Regional, so we're excited to see how San Diego State comes out of that after, there was the big upset with UCLA here this weekend. But then also make sure you check us tomorrow, like Tony said, is the day off. I get to, kind of rest up a bit, reload for the following week. But you can catch us back on Wednesday, 8 a.m. Central, Wednesday through Monday, where we go over the full, pro card. So we will have WNBA, NHL, NBA until those two are done here soon. And then, of course, Major League Baseball. So you can get all of your betting needs in. Also, Ramon comes in with some USFL. He just, came off a great day at 4-0. He also has some mixed martial arts, ultimate fighting coming up here as well. He also had a really nice weekend there, 4-1. So make sure you go ahead and check out some of those, other plays that are out there. We always have tons of packages, so you can always find a little bit of everything that you like. But Ramon and I will go over the full card where you can get, basically all of the line movements, see who is starting, who is in, who's out, what the injuries look like. And of course, then we gain consent with our team chat. So we appreciate everyone's info. They come in with all the goods for us, all the hot stats. And then also you can visit us in the Discord where we get even more information on all of the pro ball that we can handle. We get player props in there. Some folks kind of like to go ahead and do some parlays. So yeah, again, a little bit of everything. And then you might, be able to find concert photos, whatever, other people have in there available. So make sure you join, totally free. We love to have you there as well. So join the Discord. The link is in the chat right now.
That's right, in the chat, free of charge. Just go in there and get signed up there. A lot of extra content there. Of course, follow Mindy there, Tony Speaks Mindy, more picks and content there. Of course, the morning steam as well. Of course, get the concert photos at the Discord. I don't get mine up there, though. I know you and I went to a concert over the weekend, and Ramon went to a concert. I think there was 90s. Maybe it was last week. There was
you guys need to get in there. Get your photos up.
Yeah, there was a goth. There was a goth. Oh, what was it? I forgot what it was. A '90s. They had an '80s festival here in Pasadena, which I wanted to go, but I missed it. But
All
they
right.
had a '90s festival where they just played bands from noon to like midnight, right? And they had that in
Right.
Vegas, right? So a lot of that going on right now. And they had one out here. I don't know if you're. I know the big news here. But Susie and the Banshee. She was making her first appearance in like 15 years. And that was a huge news out here.
Wow. I
Yeah.
remember them from high school. Yeah.
Yeah, the big god. Yeah, yeah. So they were
Peekaboo,
up
right?
there, and yeah, well, that
Yeah.
kind of '80s music was popular out here in SoCal, so it drew up huge crowds. It was sold out, and you could
You
get the
didn't
kids.
quite
Yeah,
get the grunge in the 90s. It didn't make its
yeah,
way
yeah.
down.
Grunge. Well, she was. I think she was one of the influencers for the grunge because she had that grunge look, right? I think she was one
Yeah.
of those goth. Them and Echo and the
Kind of
Bunnymen
right
had
in
that kind of
between
a.
it.
Yeah, they were kind of like the post punk era was kind of the. This it led to that grunge movement, which they were the grunge. That was right. It was a grunge festival in Vegas last week. That's a lot of festivals happen around here, concert periods. So
Yeah.
time to get out and have
I
some
missed
fun.
out on all the festivals. I don't get much of
Oh,
those.
I know you have to travel for those. That's
I
a big.
do have to travel for those.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you had
yeah.
to travel for those, and there was a big news here because there was lightning. There was lightning in the air. They had to cancel the last act. Susie and who was the other '80s guy that was there? They had to cancel, but they did it the next night. People were upset
Oh,
because
okay.
yeah, so she
Well, I
did
don't
it,
blame them. I mean,
and but
it's
she did a full set instead of their usually 45 minutes. She goes, she did her full set for the folks that came back at 5 o'clock local time there on Sunday. Her and who was the other guy that was there? Was two guys that were two bands that couldn't play because of the lightning in the area. But anyway, they got it, and everyone's happy now, so that was
look
cool.
it up and report back.
That's right. Charles Sharp was born in '81, so that was a little. Maybe he was around for the grunge period. He probably was influenced over the grunge period. Might be so. All right. I
Yeah, so
mean,
he would be. Yeah, I would say. Yeah, you're a lot more. Yeah, Charles is probably a lot more grungy.
Nirvana's
before
and
he
yeah,
was in high school. Yeah, oh, there you go.
yeah. So
Probably a lot more of the. Like Ramon said, he likes the electronica. You were starting to get a little bit of that in the late '80s there too, a little bit.
yeah.
Or
Well, yeah. If
in
you
the
went
late
to
'90s.
gyms,
I
if you
mean.
went to gyms and you
Yeah.
were into the gym workouts and you were into the what do they call that? What was it? Aerobics, the aerobic stuff. That's all they played. That's all they played back then. See.
You got to get something to get you moving. That's
Yeah,
right.
you did. No doubt about that. All right, Mindy, have yourself a great day off. Enjoy your time off, and we'll catch up with you again on Wednesday.
All right, sounds good. Have a good night.
You got it. Mindy Hahne here